Let's talk about intelligence. We all think about it, right? But what if we stopped thinking about it as this fixed thing, like your height or your eye color? What if instead we started treating it like a personal operating system, one that you can actually upgrade day in and day out? Well, that's exactly what we're going to dive into.
So that really brings us to the core question, doesn't it? Is our intelligence just set in stone from the day we're born, or is it something more like a muscle, something that can be trained, challenged, and grown? Well, the whole premise of what we're talking about today is a huge, resounding yes. You absolutely can.
And to be clear, we're not talking about your IQ score here. We're talking about something we can call everyday intelligence. Think of it less as a score and more as a dynamic system. It's really just a collection of habits and skills that you can intentionally work on to make your thinking sharper, your decisions better, and your day more productive. It's not about what you're born with. It's all about the system you decide to build.
All right, so where do we even begin with an upgrade like that? We're going to break it all down into a really simple three-part framework that you can start using literally today to give your personal operating system a major boost. Every great system starts with great input. I mean, a computer is only as good as the code you feed it, right? Your brain is no different. The quality of your thoughts and your big ideas is directly connected to the quality of the information you're feeding it. It's like choosing premium fuel for a high-performance engine. You gotta use the good stuff.
So to upgrade our input, we're going to focus on 3 key habits for improving that informational diet: getting into the habit of reading, constantly asking questions, and always be learning new skills. First up, reading. Seriously, this is like the fundamental software update for your brain. And it doesn't have to be a huge commitment. Just 20 minutes a day consistently opens your mind up to a world of new ideas. But here's the key. It's not just about reading more, it's about reading wider. Actively look for topics way outside your comfort zone. If you're into tech, pick up a book on philosophy. If you're an artist, read about biology. That's where the real magic happens. Next, we're going to bundle 2 ideas together, because honestly, they're both powered by the exact same engine. Good old-fashioned curiosity. Actively asking why, and then why again, is what takes you from just knowing a fact to actually understanding it. And learning a new skill, doesn't matter if it's coding or cooking, literally rewires your brain, forcing it to build new connections. Both are all about actively hunting for new information.
Okay, so you've got this stream of high-quality input coming in. Fantastic. But what good is it if your processor is slow, buggy, and overheating? That brings us to part 2, optimizing your mental hardware so it runs faster, smoother, and way more efficiently. To get our brains running at peak performance, we'll zero in on 3 core practices. Mindfulness to kind of clear the mental cache, exercise to boost the hardware itself, and this one's huge, limiting distractions to protect our focus.
And just look at the contrast here. It really says it all. On the left, you've got the brain on autopilot. It's stressed out, it's sedentary, it's constantly distracted. Then on the right, you have an optimized brain, aware, active, and focused. The habits we're about to dive into, they're the bridge that gets you from that left column over to the right.
Let's start with the physical, because it's so easy to forget. Your brain is a part of your body. Regular exercise, and I mean even just a simple 20-minute walk, boosts blood flow, which directly fuels your memory and creativity. You simply can't run cutting-edge software on sluggish hardware. It just doesn't work.
Now for the mental game. Think of mindfulness and limiting distractions as 2 sides of the same coin. Mindfulness is your internal defense system. It helps you manage stress and just become aware of your thoughts. And limiting all those external distractions, the phone notifications, the constant pings, that protects your focus, so you can do the kind of deep work where real breakthroughs happen. All right, so we've got our input, we've tuned up our processing. Now for the final, and I'd argue the most powerful part of the entire system, the growth loop. This is where learning stops being a one-time thing and transforms into a self-reinforcing cycle that just keeps getting stronger. So to build this powerful cycle, we're going to look at 3 habits that create this incredible feedback loop. Taking time to reflect, making sure you're around people who challenge you, and teaching what you learn to others. It all starts with reflection. Just taking a few minutes at the end of your day to ask really simple questions. What did I learn today? What could I have done a little bit better? This is like the essential quality control check for your brain. It's the process that turns all that raw data from your day into actual usable wisdom. And this just shows so brilliantly how it all connects. You start by reflecting on an idea, then you take that idea and you go discuss it with people who will push back and challenge you, which sharpens it. And then the final, crucial step, you teach it to someone else.
That forces you to master it. This cycle is the true engine of intellectual growth.
And that brings us to this crucial point. I mean, think about it. When you have to explain a complex idea to another person, you can't hide behind fuzzy thoughts. You're forced to simplify, to structure your thinking, and to find any gaps in your own understanding. Teaching isn't just sharing knowledge, it is the ultimate test of it.
So we've walked through the entire system: input, processing, and that all-important growth loop. But, understanding the theory is one thing. Putting it into action is what really matters. So how do you actually start your first upgrade?
It starts with this number, 1. Don't, and I mean don't, try to do all 10 of these things at once. That's a recipe for burnout. The most effective strategy is to pick just one habit, master it, make it completely automatic. Then and only then should you add another. Small, consistent upgrades are infinitely more powerful than one massive, short-lived overhaul.
So, I'm going to leave you with a final thought, a challenge to take with you. What is the one thing you can learn today with the specific goal of being able to explain it to someone else tomorrow? Answering that question? Well, that's your first step. That's your upgrade, starting right now.